Before starting lesson number, we have to learn some terms that already you read in lower classes. So our first topic is whole number. You know that whole numbers started from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. These are whole number. Number started with 0 are called whole number. Okay, so smallest whole number is 0 and numbers are endless, so you can't tell what will be the largest whole number. So we can say that it will be not defined. And in set form, we can write whole number like that, capital W within bracket 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. This is a set of whole number. Set means collection of whole number. Set. This contains set means collection of particular things. So this set contains only whole number. This is a set of whole numbers. Suppose you have a cup set, so it contains only cups. So this is a set of whole number. So it will contain only whole number. Now, second one is natural number. Natural numbers. Okay, whole number started with 0, but natural number started with 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So here you can say that number started with 1 are called natural number. Other name of this one, counting number or ordinate number. Ordering number also you can say, ordering number. Okay. So here smallest natural number is 1, but you can't tell what will be the largest natural number, because when you start writing it will be endless. So we can see that we can't define largest natural number. So we can say largest natural number is not defined. So set of natural number. We represent natural number by capital N, and in set form you will write like that, curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. This is a set of natural numbers. So it will contain only natural number. This is a set of whole number. So you are looking, if you start from here, so 1, 2, 3. So what 1, 2, 3? These are natural number also. Whole number contain natural number also. Whole number contain natural number also. But natural number not contain all whole number, because 0 not here. Okay. After that, you read about integers. So we know we have both type of integer, positive integer and negative integer. Positive integer. Okay, positive integer. Suppose you are writing 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So number having no sign. Here with one no sign, it means here positive sign. But in math we not represent plus sign. Suppose you have to write 1. So mean of this one, it has plus sign. So that is a positive number. But here we have no need to show plus sign. We already know 0 without sign it is. So it means that is positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These are positive integers. Okay, so you can say natural number are positive integers also. Now negative integers. Negative integers. So if we put minus sign with 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, so on. Now with positive number we put minus sign here. With natural number we put minus sign here. So this one being negative integers. Okay, but you are looking here. We can't see 0 here and we can't see 0 here. So integer is a set of all positive integers, all negative integer and 0 also. Integer contain all positive integers, all negative integers and 0 also. We can't take 0 as a positive integer or as a negative integer. So integer in set we represent integer by capital Z. Okay. Capital Z, we represent this one by capital Z. So set of integer contain all positive integer, all negative integer and 0 also. So we will write like that. Minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. This is a set of integers. It contains all negative integers, 0 and all positive integers. So set of integer. This one called set form. In higher class when you will read a set theory, so you have to write this one like that. W for whole number, capital letter we have to use here. Only capital you will use, capital letter, no small or cursive. So we have to use capital W, capital N and capital Z. Okay. So here we can't tell. It will go like that, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. So we can't tell what will be smallest integer or what will be largest integer. Dotted, you know that we can write here minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus. So these are endless. Here also 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 like that. So these are also endless. So remember that one. Whole number started with 0. Natural number started with 1. Smallest natural number is 1. Smallest whole number is 0. And positive integer 1, 2, 3, 4. No sign, so it means these are positive integer. You can say natural number are positive integer. And here with minus sign, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, so on. So these are negative integer. But set of integer contain 0. All positive integer, all negative integer. So in set form we will write this one like that. Now come in rational number. In 7th also you read about rational number. So what are rational numbers? Rational numbers. Those numbers which can be expressed in terms of P upon Q. P upon Q. So what are P and Q? Where here P and Q both are P and and q both belongs to integer. But one more condition here, q should not be 0. You know that 0 also an integer, but q should not be 0. P and q both belongs to integer. Those numbers which can be expressed in this form of p upon q. P upon q means like that 2 by 3. Okay, it can be minus 1 upon 3. This is p, this is q, and you are looking 2 and 3 belongs to integers. And main thing is that q should not be 0. So you are looking here 3 and 3 not equal to 0. Same here, this is your p, this is your q. So you are looking that p and q, minus 1 is an integer and 3 also an integer. Both belongs to integer. And look q, and q equals to 3 here, and 3 not equal to 0. So how you will define rational number? Those numbers which can be expressed in term of p upon q. What are p and q? P and q are integers. Belongs to means p and q are integers, and q should not be 0. That is main condition for being rational number. Q should not be 0. P can be 0, but Q should not be 0. So that is definition of rational number. In lower class, you read about fraction. You say 2 by 3 is a fraction also. You can say 2 by 3 is a fraction also. Yes, you are right. And this is a rational number also. But if you say what is 1 by 3? Minus 1 by 3. So we can't say that is a fraction. We can't say that minus 1 by 3 is a fraction, because here minus sign and fractions can't be negative. Okay. So that's why we need a separate category for that type number. So this one called rational numbers. You can say that 2 by 3 is a fraction and rational number also. But if you say minus 1 by 3 is a fraction, so it will be wrong. This is only a rational number, because here minus sign. Minus 1 you know integer. Fraction can't be negative. Fractions are positive only. Fraction can't be negative. Okay. So look here. Suppose 1. 1 is a rational number or not? So what we will say for this one? Your definition is that those numbers which can be expressed, which can, जिनको हम शो कर सकते हैं in term of p upon q, these are rational numbers. Okay, so 1 equals to, we can write 1 upon 1. This is your p and this is your q. Both 1 both place and belongs to integer. 1 belongs to integer and q should not be 0. Q equals to here 1 and 1 not equal to 0. Main focus on q. Q should not be 0. Okay. So 1 is a rational number. We can express this one in terms of p upon q. Look, one more thing. Minus 1. What we say about minus 1? Is minus 1 is a rational number? We say yes, minus 1 is a rational number. We can write this one like that. 1 upon 1. This is p and this is belongs to integer. Both are integers. And q equals to 1 here and 1 not equal to 0. So minus 1 also a rational number. Okay. Now let's check for 0. Is 0 a rational number? 0 is a rational number. What do you say about that one? Is 0 is a rational number? Look here. We say yes, we can write 0 equals to 0.1 or 0 equals to 0.2, 0 equals to 0.100. When 0 divided by any number, when 0 divided any number, we get 0. 0 divided by 2, then also you get 0. 0 divided by 100, then also you get 0. So look here, this is P, this is Q. 0 and 1. 0 and 1 both belongs to integers. 0 भी integer है and 1 also integer. And q should not be 0 here. So what is q? And q equals to 1 here. Q equals to 1 here. And 1 not equals to 0. So this one satisfying our condition. So we can say 0 is a rational number. Getting? We can express 0 like that. 0.1, 0.2, 0.100, 0.1000. So like that. So we can write 0 in terms of P upon Q. And both P and Q belongs to integers. And Q should not be equals to 0. Same here. This is your P. And this is your Q. 0 is P and 2 is Q. Look student. Here given condition for Q. Q should not be 0. Condition for Q. Condition for this one. It should not be 0. P can be 0. Here no foundation for P. Here written P and Q belongs to integers. So P can be 0. Here no foundation for P. Okay. Here no foundation for P. But Q should not be 0. So our Q not 0 here. P can be 0. Here no foundation for P. P should be integer. So you know that all positive, all negative and 0 combinedly called integers. So look in this case 0 and 2 both belongs to integer. 0 is an integer, 2 also an integer. So both belongs to integer. Integers and 2 does not equals to 0. Okay. Q should not be 0. P can be 0. Here no foundation for P. Q should not be 0. By which one you are dividing, that should not be 0. Okay, same here. This is your P, this is your Q. 0 and 100 both belongs to integer. Z for integers. Z represent integers. Z represents integers. So, and look here, what is your Q? Q is 100 and 100 not equals to 0. So we can say 0 is a rational number. So which one can be expressed in form of P upon Q? Those are rational number. Okay. Suppose you have whole number started with 0, whole number started with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So 0 we can write 0 upon 9. 1 we can write 1 upon 1. 2 we can write 2 upon 1. And 3 we can write 3 upon 1. 4 we can write 4 upon 1. Okay, you are looking, we can write 0 in term of P upon Q. P, 0 and Q is 9. Both 0 and 9 belongs to integer. And Q should not be 0. So what is our Q here? 9. And 9 not equals to 0. That's why 0 is a rational number. Now come in 1. This is P, this is Q. P and Q. 1 belongs to 1, 1. Same thing belongs to integer. And this is not equal to 0. Okay. Now come in second case. 2 and Q. Both belongs to integer and 1 not equals to 0. Same here, 3 and 1 belongs to, everywhere you can write same way, 3 and 1 belongs to integer, that capital Z symbol for set of integer. Okay, so we can say, and here what is Q? Q is 1. 1 not equals to 0. Like that we can write for this also. This is your P, this is your Q. 4 and 1 belongs to integer. And 1 not equals to 0. So these all numbers fulfill definition of rational number. So these all are rational number. Like that, minus 1 you have, so you can write minus 1 upon 1. If you have minus 2, so you can write minus 2 upon 1. If you have minus 3, so you can say minus 3 upon 1. And you have minus 4, you can say minus 4 upon 1. Okay, so this is your P, this is your Q. P equals to minus 1 and Q equals to 1. So minus 1 and 1 both belongs to integer. We represent integer by capital Z. Okay, and Q should not be 0. Q should not be 0. So Q equals to 1 here and 1 not equal to 0. Therefore, minus 1 also a rational number. Okay. Here look, minus 2, we can write minus 2 like that. So, minus 2, this is P, this is Q. P is minus 2 and Q is 1. So, minus 2 and 1 belongs to integer. Both minus 2 and 1 are integers. And 1 not equal to 0. 1 not equals to 0. So we can say minus 2 also a rational number. Same here. Minus 3. This is P, this is Q. P minus 3 is an integer and minus 1, sorry, plus 1 also an integer. Both belongs to integer. Both are integers here. And 1 not equals to 0. That's why minus 3 also a rational number. Same thing with this 4. This is P, this is Q. Minus 4 Q should not be 0. You have to remember that one. Q should not be 0. P can be 0. Here no boundation for P, but Q should not be 0. So belongs to integer and 1 not equals to 0. Therefore minus 4 also a rational number. What we say about 3 upon 10? Is 3 upon 10 is a rational number? We say yes. This is P and this is Q. 3 and 10 both belongs to integers. If this one fulfill definition of rational number, so it will be a rational number. Which number fulfill definition of rational number? It will be a rational number. So 3 upon 10 belongs to 3 and 10 both belongs to integer. And 10 Q is can here 10 not equals to 0. So therefore it is a rational number. Now look, if written minus 1 upon 7. So can we say it is a rational number? So we say yes. This is P and this is Q. What is P here? P is minus 1 and Q is 7. Both belongs to integers. Okay. And Q should not be 0. So 7 not equals to 0. 7 not equals to 0. So minus 1 upon 7 is a rational number also. Okay. One more thing. 3 upon 10 is a fraction also. 3 upon 10 we can say fraction also, rational number also. But this is a rational number only. We can't say this is a fraction. It is not a fraction. Why? Here you have minus sign and fractions can't be negative. Okay. Suppose you say root 4. What about root 4? Is root 4 is a rational number? So we say yes. When you calculate this one, we have to make factor of 4. 2 into 2. Square root. In this class, you will learn about square roots also. So look here, like that we will first we make factor of this one, then we make pair of 2. So pair of 2 and when it come out only 1 you have to take. So root 4 equals to coming 2. So 2 also a rational number. So we can say root 4 also a rational number. But what about root 3? So root 3 is not a rational number. We can't calculate this one like that. So this is not a rational number. But root 4 is a rational number. Okay, I hope you are getting that all properly. So after that, I am telling you about how you will draw rational numbers on number 9. Suppose we have to represent 1 upon 4 and minus 1 upon 4 on the number line. So you are looking 1 upon 4 and minus 1 upon 4. Both are rational number. So we will draw a number line. In previous classes you read about number line. At middle we have to represent 0. Okay. So first we will represent 1 by 4. 1 by 4. You are looking this one smaller than 1. Which type of fraction it is? If you check in term of fraction, so this one proper fraction. Proper fraction. So proper fractions always less than 1. So this number is less than 1 but greater than 0. So it means 1 by 4 lie in between 0 and 1. So we will represent 1 here. Okay. This number lie between 0 and 1. So we will represent 1 here. Now look this one. What is Q here? What is Q here? So Q is 4. So in between 0 and 1 we have to draw 4 lines. 0, this one we count 0, 1, 1, 2, 3 and this one as 4. Okay, these lines should be smaller than these two. Or other method you can do like that also. You know that this one line between 0 and 1, so we can do 1, 2, 3, 4 and here we will write 1. Okay. Now we will write 1, 2, 3 and here 4. Divided by 4, divided by 4, divided by 4 and divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 you are getting 1. Now look, where is 1 by 4? So this is your point. We will represent by capital A. Capital A represent 1 by 4. Okay, like that you will draw decimal number on the number line. In same line we can draw minus 1 by 4 also. Okay, in same we can draw minus 1 by 4. You have to remember one thing, this gap between number should be equal everywhere. You can't do like that. Here written 0, here 1, here 2, here 3, here 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do like that, so it will be wrong. So you have to take this gap, equal gap here. Okay. Now we have to represent minus 1 by 4. Minus 1 by 4. So it has minus sign, so it will, you know that positive integers represented on right side of the number line. This is your right hand, so this is your right hand side, and this is your left hand, so this is your left hand side. So negative we will represent on the left hand side of the 0. This is 0 on the left hand side for negative integers. So you are looking minus 1 upon 4. Okay, minus 1 upon 4. You know that negative integers are smaller than 0. Okay, you know that in negative minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So minus 1 is greater than minus 2. Already you read about this one in lower classes. In 7th you read about that one. You know that when integers in negative integers or number increasing, 1 say 2, 2 say 3, 3 say 4, but their value because of this minus sign decreasing, value decrease हो जाएगा. So minus 1 is greater than minus 2 and minus 2 is greater than minus 3. यहाँ पे नेगेटिव में क्या होगा, आपके नंबर तो बढ़ेंगे. If you ignore this negative sign, so this is 1, this is 2. Without sign, this is 2. So 1 is greater than 2, but here minus sign also. Due to this minus sign, minus 1 is greater than minus 2. When you go negative integer. So they are in descending order. -1 is largest, then -2 is smaller than -1, -2 is greater than -3, -3 is greater than -4, -4 is smaller than -5 is smaller than -4, or you can say -4 is greater than -5. Okay, in negative integers numbers are increasing. Number, if you ignore this sign, to 1 2 3 4 5 number are increasing but their value decreasing. This is like that. Suppose you purchase a shirt, after 2 years it will be old. Okay, so if you want to sell this one, so you not get same price in which you purchase that one. So after 2 years your shirt value decrease, shirt का value कम हो गया. So same here, numbers are increasing but their value decreasing. Value कम होते जाएगी. -1 greater than -2, -2 greater than -3. We can show like that. -3 is greater than -4 and -4 is greater than -5, like that. So now check for this one. So this one greater than 1, -1. Okay, and 0 is greater than this number. Getting students, in negative value increase, in negative number increase but their value decrease. So -1/4. If you compare 0 and -1/4, 0 and -1/4, so 0 will be greater than all negative integers. You know about that? 0 will be greater than all negative integers, so 0 will be greater than this one. And if you compare 1/4 and -1/4 and -1, so which one will be greater? This one will be greater than -1. Okay, so this number lying between 0 and -1. Look here, look, focus on symbol. Here you are making this type symbol and here you are making this type symbol. Hope you are getting this whole. So how much from here to here? You have to take fixed gap. How much from here to here? You can measure with your ruler. Equal you have to take here. Equal you have to take here. 0 to 1 and 0 to -1 should be equal gap. In between 0 to 1 and in between 0 to -1 there should be equal gap. Okay, same thing we will do. This is 0, 1, 2, 3 and this one 4. Okay, now we write upon 4, upon 4, upon 4 and upon 4. But these are negative integers, so we have to write minus, -1, -2, -3, -4. Clear? So now we have to represent -1/4. So look, this is point. You will make a point here. This is point B. So we will say point A represent 1/4 and point B represent -1/4. Hope you are getting that. Suppose you have to draw -2/4. So same thing you will do. For -3/4 also you will do same thing. Same here, if you have to draw -1/4, you will draw to draw minus 2 by 4, you will draw like that. If you have to draw minus 3 by 4, you will draw like that. And this one. Hope you are getting this whole. Okay. So that's sufficient for today. Today you will draw these number lines in your rough copy. Minus 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 2 by 4 and minus 2 by 4. Third question is, this is your first question and this is your second question for practice. Minus 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. Okay. In next video, I will tell you about properties of rational number, whole number, integers. Okay. So it's sufficient for today. You have to revise same thing in your rough copy. So have a good day.